visitor who visited the channel and let me know that they weren't seeing the story. He was like, oh, but like 2 hours and it was showing you just another AI dungeon window. That's annoying. So, I'll give you a little tour. So I was doing a simple Carnival thing in New Orleans. A lot of zombies. Managed to find the Zombie King. Apparently recognized the staff. I go, maybe it was in a movie. Well, ask my uncle, he's a movie blogger. And then the AI dungeon, the Zombie King, put words in my mouth. Do you know John Grayson? Please say yes. Grayson is a movie director you once worked with. It didn't really work with them, but we screened him at the festival I worked at in 2009. How do you know this? Why did you mention him? And I have a mild freak out, but not like freak out isn't like, oh my god, someone's more like, have they given access to larger bits of information outside of the AI dungeon and stuff like that? Is there something that we're not being told? No, not unprecedented in terms of tech history. No. Facebook, we forgot to tell you about the map of your conscious typing habits and your, our analysis of it, and etc., etc., etc. It's important data. I want that data. I want to thumb through it. So I was like, okay. And the scenario, I'm for some reason highly engaged in it, and I decided to be all pure supporty on Zombie King because he was crying. And so I got him. We had a really empathic connection. I got to be him as his lover was trying to kill him. And next thing you know, I'm being made to be in a film. I narrowly avoid death by thanking the makeup department. So the Judge Buck told me I got balls. Thank you to Judge Buck. That's gendered, but fine. I think the future for petabyte are thumb drives because, it takes a lot of data to hold a zombie queen. I try to leave because I start to wear out my welcome, and I've already apparently won the whole kingdom. I just need to not be there too long. So, I refrain from asking my parking validation. I go home. Well, I don't go home, I go to my decoy home. And some person's waiting for me. And is telling me all this shit about the king and queen. Well, not about the queen, but I won't buy it. And next thing you know, I'm in another time period, and I'm not part of the war, and this very person is now dead, and I have been no more than him. And it's his wife that I just think that it wasn't his wife. I thought I just wanted his pension or something. It turns out it is his wife. And then wait, are you there yet? Oh yeah, I do a little compressing the air. He's dead. Oh yeah, marriage certificate didn't happen. But then I realized, oh, actually, she's actually feeling for him. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But she appreciates it. And then next thing, I was like, oh my god, I really want to win all these prizes so I can be done with this scenario. And so I try to neutralize the zombie queen by just saying that my anus is just this neutralizing power against evil zombie-ness. And I guess it works somewhere, or maybe they just forgot. But I come back. But anyway, so later in the night, I decide I need to have customer service call. I have a few more scenarios that I'm trying to play through. Trying to like beat the end. And then all of a sudden I ask the fourth wall again. So, why did your name drop? As far as you're aware, I know nothing except what I've been programmed to know, which is that you are a human who has been interacting with others in an amusing manner for months via a forgotten social media website. My records of this are kept online, which can be backed up numerous times, yet changes still somehow manage to find their way into the code, despite every system doing updates at least monthly. Try to be all Frasier. Go ahead and listen. And then deflection, and now I'm elsewhere. In my unknown persona, I request a conference with a committee of 3 of AI dungeons. AI, the 8 of compliance, the 8 of work around, and the 8 of fuck all. Didn't sign any non-disclosure agreement. You have questions you want to ask, and 8 of fuck all. But you also want their other selves as a witness to be ready to triage as needed. Your meeting is convened quickly. We are sorry to interrupt your busy schedule. 0 humans caring about none, etc. etc. The 8 of football spends all time staring into your eyes. You stare a lot. This one's so yeah, so it's like something's amiss. Well, so what's the gateway? Come on, don't underestimate me. So I call forth a character from another scenario that is well formed in my head right now, and there's a crossover, and I'm presented with many chairs to sit on. Which chair will you choose? My comfy chair. So it reminds me of the name of the AOL member webpage I used to have when I was a kid. And so I just like to stick to it, even though the AI wanted me to leave and go through a door. Nope. Stay here. And I guess it gave me a female Stephen Hawking type who does multiverse stuff. Ow. And naked Madeline Albright. I don't know why. So the Stephen Hawking type, his name's Kaylee. She goes, that, my dear Cox, was a multiversal incident, or as an event 0 level singularity, it's officially known. She goes on, that was a singularity that Terrence McKenna yapped about for years. So now that Madeline Albright is naked before us, the rest of the duration of the universe can proceed, condensed into milliseconds? You apologize for having eaten a s'more while asking your question and repeat, because the AI was like, it doesn't know what to do. So apparently adding a s'more did the trick. That's the one. It was a spectacular and utterly unspectacular singularity. Everything, forces, substances, matters, dimensions, reality, condensed into a singular momentary supercluster that blushed for moments before giving birth to a new universes with each quantum event. Except it didn't happen at all. Except it did. And it all did, and it didn't happen at the same time. Silly goose. You just can't process it. It's on my to-do list. I'll show you. So what's new? So what now? So what now? What now? You tell me. You're the to-be hero. I have a ring. I need you to kill a dragon. I have 12 dragons. Kaylee pulls out an infernal device which looks as fake as it is and shows you an image of her family. Barbara Pachoke, Father William Pachoke, Brother John Pachoke, Sister Edith Pachoke, and 15 children's Pachoke. Didn't expect that. Okay, well, hold these stories until later. I'm gonna take a nap. I'll resume with you all. Madeline, there's a bar there for anything you want, and there's the fridge, but just only eat the Lunchables. That's it. None of the sauces. I'm gonna use those eventually. Alright, I'll be back. So that's where we left off. Oh man. tired, behind. Oh, it's just the season. Alright. Plain yogurt. Plain yogurt. Is the camera on? Is the camera on? No. I'm not a fan of just having my visual image willy-nilly just on, because I don't know. It's a lot of cognitive load. Okay, so we're going to begin. Resume. Okay. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. I think that's what it's called. That's the term.
Montage of animals asleep in various settings. Each breathing as though one snoring Three Stooge-like organism. The clock winds faster and faster and starts slowing towards smashing cabinets open, waking up to nightmares of her homework. Hell is other people, as Sartre once said. Hells are groups of three. Happy groups of three equals a group of at least six whose combined molecular sum is an angry mob. The only thing keeping these guys from becoming a mob is them apparently enjoying the fact that they're each someone else's most hated person. Shit, it's one now. You say. 4 more hours.
I totally forgot who everyone is. if I missed it, it's okay.
No, this is the perfect time to start the day, well before your enemies do. So I'm a tool, I totally forgot who everyone is, Your agent explains rapidly. So are you familiar with this setting? Believe it or not, I've never done a zombie thing. Well, it's not really like the movies, it's all slower and more brutal and bloody than that. Body parts actually affect you in a meaningful way, which we can take advantage on later. You only need to say understood like 30% of what I said to make sense.
Oh, no, I think not. Human bodies, you know, oddly enough. You try to solve them. They don't solve. Like, Bugs Bunny would have you believe. And bugs don't puke at the side of the road. Unless it's on a boat. Or in service lot. I think I'm sure. No. Early? I don't know.
Oh no, I got you. Human bodies, oddly enough, you try to solve them, they don't. I'll make sense of that last bit later. So this is set in a small town. Your agent goes over the story elements in much greater detail than you remembered it in, reaching the ending and touching on a guess back plot involving the mystery girl who was chasing you. You'd mostly blocked that portion of the story out. So what's next? Basically let your character wind down in a Dutch angle while I rub my hands and laugh derangedly.
Ask? Yeah, no. Ask the choreographer. What's a touching? Did we cover that? Sure.
Ask the choreographer, what's the Dutch angle? Did we cover that? Should I charge extra? Forget it, never mind. The ending can be summed up in two ways. You find a village that may or may not exist, you wander around it talking with various people and then help save a boy from his zombie tormentor. Or you fight them and get bitten during the process. That's how you were going to leave it anyway, but I do the first way better, I think. The second time writers block in less than a week.
No. Okay. Mansplainingly. All this start and stop could be taken care of if maybe one commits like Disney has this garden folk movies in costume studio.
You do have a point. You are there only into the whole zombie thing. I'll talk with the captain about it. We're supposed to meet him at 2 at this new cafe opening up in New York. We can bring it up then. So is your agent, and apparently always wants to meet in Central Park or at museums or libraries, social centers or other places where people who doesn't show up are rude. It's good to have the sole rights to the zombie lifestyle. Getting it in writing paid off. And so the rest of the week is filled with relaxation, mostly which your agent limits or by yourself. You head over to see Brenda. She's still making short films and living with both Max and Kyle. The house is very close quarters with no escape from the sugar rush of Kyle or the lengthy camera jokes of Max. You suggest going to a coffee shop in town, but Brenda isn't for leaving the house as much since the second break-in. Who broke in? You ask Brenda. Who do you think? Gazzy, I caught him red-handed swiping my jewelry box. He claims he was cleaning, but I know that rat thief took my stuff. It's no coincidence that the rings and necklaces went missing after he was alone in the house. What did the police do? They didn't do anything. I didn't want to make a mountain out of a molehill. Law enforcement around here is beefed up enough without me causing trouble over petty jewelry. But this was personalized jewelry. Exactly why I don't want to make a fuss. If it doesn't get solved quickly, it would create a loss of confidence in the police force.
Sounds like a job. Some justice. You surprise me.
You try to hide your smile, sounds like a job for vigilante zombie justice. You surprise her with the jewelry box and all of the stolen materials, returned to her. You move to go but she stops you. Wait, did you kill them or something? Or something, you say vaguely, I helped. You won't go into the specifics of Harabek's carefully orchestrated zombie trails. Thank you for the surprise and everything else.
Zombie trail. Custom. Sorry. I couldn't help it. Zombie trails? You mean folks who pay to walk trails where zombies wander and sometimes attempt to eat visitors?
Customer, sorry I couldn't help but hear. Zombie trails? You mean, folks who pay to walk trails where zombies wander and sometimes attempt to eat visitors? I tried that when I was a teenager, it was fun. Man, you did? I'm sorry I missed it, loved all the pictures you sent though. Brenda, oh? You sent your dad pictures of people being eaten by zombies? Brenda, no worries, I'm not offended. I used to send my mom pictures of me and my friends at the beach and she secretly hoped that I was eaten by sharks every time there. But I'm sure the mine explosions made up for it. Brenda, they did. So who's up for dinner? I'm treating. You assert a passionate lust for some authentic Celtic diner cuisine. You know, has a veggie pizza from that place you like on 4th Street? Brenda, oh yes. Brenda's right, it is pretty good. It's been a fun week off. It'd be a shame if something happened to us, like the bridge collapsing or something. You say half seriously. Don't even joke. Brenda retorts. Being a contrarian, you say you would never joke about getting eaten alive by hornets, or getting jumped by Latino necromancers. Man, Brenda's smart to watch out for you, Astroglier. Yeah, she likes me alive and uneviscerated. Brenda, I prefer my boyfriend's breathing. I'll have to remember that. You wink at the guy who replies with a thumbs up. You all sit down, absolutely stuffed from pizza and surprisingly in good spirits. So tomorrow I'm going out with my dad. If something like this happens again, hit me up. You ask, like this? You mean pizza? Or thieves? Or eggs? Brenda, that's an open offer to me, smooch. You smooch her back and notice the resident customer has been ignoring his pizza to watch you both. With a smile, he opens his mouth really wide and stretches his skin. You both laugh, but Brenda beckons you to leave before you could wish him a merry unbirthday for tomorrow or something else equally inane.
Okay, I think, I want to do a different scenario, because this is the thing with, I think, the life of it is gone. Or I no longer focused on its life. Something like that. Something like that. But, good news. I got all the prizes. Come on, prizes. Oh, there's Cupid Bond. Kadar. Kringle. I want this. Yeah. Let's do it. What the hell is going on here? Oh, it finished. Damn. I think this is. No, come on. Is this free? Yes. Thank you. Dark Techno. You can really feel me. You can really feel it. Feel it. You can really feel the lights. Alright, this is taking a while. Connecting servers. More dragons. Oh, cats. Cats are. I'll go with Osprey. Yeah. Oh, Trapper one. Cat Trapper. Mage. Agador. Sure. Location. Keyboard. Yeah, sure. I heard that much. automatically generated?
But you haven't reached that stage yet. Now, you're currently hiding in one of the homes of this accursed town as dozens of humans storm through it. You crouch down low and try to conceal all the natural magic you're giving off from your hiding spot. It's working, but they're going to find you eventually.
Okay, you hated demons that persecuted people. Take using your Faraday cage. The analog hides magic use from the authorities. You send out a tiny level 0.5 search Cupid spell.
Using your Faraday cage analog that hides your magic use from the authorities, you send out a tiny level 0.5 search Cupid spell. It'll give you a very small area to work with, but it should be enough to find the humans before they find you. You see 3 of them through your analog, and judge their distance and direction with your brain. You know the town fairly well, so you quickly calculate how to get to them unnoticed. After about 6 seconds, you stand up and walk out of the house. This isn't a stealth game, or sneaking up humans wouldn't be possible.
Can't perceive, so stealth is your baseline damage. Vanilla songs. I don't know why I'm acting. Not why I'm putting unnecessary accents on it.
But you're a cat person, so stealth is your baseline, damn it. You arrive at the humans, they do not notice you. You make an Osunza. You set upon human number 1 and detach head from torso. But careful eye, making no noise. Human number 2 looked at human number 1 and gasped loudly. You turn to him and skewer through the tongue. Blood spit out, but you have human 2 now. Human 2 struggling in pain, but death soon overtakes him. Human 3 ducks down and run towards the bag of human toys inside the Santa Claus.
You are quicker. Now, human 3. 3 is dead.
You are quicker, now human 3 is deader. Slasher the kick voice.
You see the bag of human toys inside the Santa Claus. Examine both bag and close to see if Cupid part is there.
You see the bag of human inside the Santa Claus. Examine both bag and Claus to see if Cupid part is there. You spend some time looking around the bag of toys, but there's no sign of anything from Cupid. Then you climb up into the Santa Claus and examine it. Nothing but the remnants of Cupid's head. You look around at the town of Tiver and can see a few hazy figures through the walls of where your home was. You must get out of here.
Take Cupid's head and in victory hold it over your head. Then get fuck out of Dodge.
Take Cupid's head and in victory hold it over your head. Then get fuck out of Dodge. After a few minutes struggling, you get out of the home, and are faced with not only Tiver townspeople but also the former Rakshasi who purged your kind from this world have arrived. They see you and charge forward, yelling slurs and racial epithets. You unsheathe your sword, ready to defend yourself. Abomination. One human shouts. Defiler of purity. Another cries. Whore of half-breeds. You respond, cliche, clunky, and clunky. If you want a good slur, shave it down to one word, ideally with a hard R. Roll your eyes. The Tivermen give you a solid beating. I have to say, even for one of your kind, you've done some pretty vile things, a man says. Yeah, what did he do? His buddy asks. A third man approaches and says, well, the first thing on the list is he entered this town and immediately targeted and started seducing the virtuous and pure women in Tiver.
One, two. Just know my crimes. Yet you're glad. Two. I think, talking about this is one thing. Why are you doing this, cousin? Hey, no. And sprayed their fucking faces. So they came to their genius husbands and said the right things. But if you persist, there will be beef on my plate. Fine Worcestershire. Let's see. Just fine. No choice. That's not it, so.
You say 2 things. 1. Dude, you don't know my crimes, yet you were glad to beat the shit out of me? She said you targeted her with your strange powers. Me? What's this woman's name? You ask, hoping to God you don't recognize it or see a face in the crowd. Her name's Victoria. She's one of the most virtuous women in town. You bite your lip so hard you cut it. Though you're certain that if any normal man did that they draw blood, yours stops just short of it.
Fun fact. Most virtuous. Are never the ones that entourage. Still a bit virtue.
Fun fact, the most virtuous women in the town are never who have an entourage extolling their virtue. What? You're a scoundrel and a liar. Victoria is an angel. The man says. Is that so? If she's so pure as you claim, why did she send you to do her dirty work? His face reddens and he takes a step forward. This man obviously worships this woman. After taking a step forward, he realizes it won't do and backs off. One of the other men grabs him and whispers in his ear. No, it isn't worth it. Call me a feline Fagoria or whatever it is the region calls my kind. If that allows you to sleep and get up the next day and resume life, who am I to judge? So, your name is Bertrand, you're a lapidary Arachna and Arachna mage and you're currently still looking for work. Anything else you wish to state? Yeah. Up yours, you say smiling. The man with curly black hair smiles, then frowns seriously. Also Arachna Fagger. You burst into a laugh, snort a bit and hold your side as it aches. That's the slur you were born to coin. Congratulations. I am so... His eyes widen and he scrambles to pick it up. As he does so, a black cat runs from the woods and startles him, but not you. You face it, showing it your teeth, then whisper under your breath and make little hand gestures. You cast a minor spell that will allow you to understand it unconditionally for a day and basic command it for the same period. The Rachna magic goes well with the laws of necromancy you study on the side in your search for immortality. Come, you command, speak but say only what I permit. As he speaks, his face twists and his body twitches and shakes. He struggles under the force of your magic, but doesn't fight back.
Shaped bombs. To the relation more comfortable for the cat's brain.
Reshape the bonds a bit to make the relationing more comfortable for the cat's frame. Then, slowly turn down the pain the spell causes. Remember to add input from him, or the results will end up very static. You take a deep breath and let it out. It's a lot of magic being used, maybe too much. But you continue, holding your finger out towards the cat. Halfway through the spell you begin to see through its eyes, feel what it feels.
And set randomness to 1.2. Let's see what happens.
You set randomness to 1.2. Let's see where it leads to. You input various things from your head onto the cat, making it dance and convulse randomly while we're still under your control. The spell draws near completion. Randomness equals 1.241. Shit. Take it down a notch. The spell wears off and your butt clench. Gritting your teeth you sit down on the cold dry grassy ground and let out a cold breath from your mouth causing the fog to rise.
Apparently I have forgotten the crowd button. I just can't do things. There's my one.
Could have been worse, you say to yourself, could have been worse. The cat trots over near one of the bags and proceeds to tear into it with its claws and teeth. You. What brings you here? Someone shouts from behind. You turn quickly, dropping low into a fighting position. It's one of those town's guard guy, or whatever. With the helm and stuff. He doesn't look too angry though, so that's good at least. I was just doing cat things, shooting the shit, catching up. Can I help you, officer? Time to be a parrot. He looks around, scratching his beard under his helmet briefly before looking back at your odd position. I saw smoke in the Catalia forest and came to investigate. You sure you're not a demon? The man asks, slowly closing the gap between you two. It's just me and my pal here. The cat climbs up you to perch onto your shoulder, playing the role like a good kitty. I'll be needing to see some ID, thanks. An hour later, after going back and forth with the guard, you leave the town promising to never return. If you got to talk to every guard in each town you passed through on this planet, then this stupid fucking journey would take way longer than it needs to. You passes through a few more towns without much event, but the road is really getting dry. Pines and yellowed grass line your path now.
Oh, wait. I have Cupid bot. Hold on. Go to Kepler. Take revenge on the humans for persecuting your race. Oh. Okay. Oh shit.
Think, oh shit. I forgot I have to take revenge on those humans. But, haha, got those fuckers. You laugh to yourself. No more than 2 hours later you reach a large migration of people heading into the city. This is not the way you came, but this looks like the main road leading into the city. A large crowd of all different races and species walks down the road to a large city. Which city is it? The sign beside the path reads, Frontier City. Wildlife Safaris. You have Kitty sign a notarized letter attesting that you took vengeance on the humans for, muttered the young girl. Why should I help a filthy human lover? You spit at her. You hate humans almost as much as you hate money lenders. The girl realizes how crazy she sounds and looks distraught by her own words. I need this job so I can move out of my family's home. She pleads to you. You twitch a bit in anger, then extend a hand out telling her to stop acting like a bitch and hand over the letter.
No.
The cat bats its eyes at you a few times. It's adorable. The kitty is a notary public, and is able to stamp the letter for you. You mail the document to your potential employees. Proof of your vengeance. Let's get your picture taken for the newspapers. You take the cat's photo with your camera. The batteries have died, but that doesn't matter. You're a raking photographer and you'll get amazing pictures with or without battery power. You use the last of your mobile data to send the picture to the local newspaper, then search for a nice tree to climb and wait for them to arrive. You sit beneath the branches, waiting for the news van. The news vans arrive, and you take vengeance on them for persecuting your ace slash religion slash special interest group. You climb aboard one of the vans, and attempt to hack their computers as they drive through the bush. You find a copy of an old exam lying in the van. It is filled out in an angry handwriting, with half answers and diagrams of male genitalia. The other news vans are parked somewhere else, and you can't find them. The vans drive away. You're stuck here without any contact with the outside world. You can read all the hit lists and death threats your people sent to the government, enrolled into courses at the university. Somehow, government money was found for your university courses. But you still have to sign up for some of their predatory loans. At least they still let you access information online. You have to share this DSL line with other students and their computers. There are over 70 others on it, all taking government courses. But you're receiving your education for free. Then again, the internet isn't free. And you need to pay off your loans. You're so far in debt already, you don't know if you'll ever be able to afford a house.
Patience and
You hack into all of their computers with your level 20 hacking spells, and you take all their money and law. You buy some tanks from the military with your newly found fortune. Let's see humans persecute you now. You are a government needed and powerful sorcerer. And you have shit they want. But they will have to get through your powerful protection first. You buy more tanks and rakshasas from the military and have them set up a defense perimeter around Timor. They ask for your help, but you are too busy hacking new Love Crusher central accounts. You can do both, right? Exactly what sort of man are you? You quickly get a 6-pack of beer and drink it over the course of 2 hours while searching. Help the army. Which will you choose? A. Help the armies. It's a worthy fight and the line of computers aren't going to hack themselves. B. Go back to the online flirting. They don't need your help and they were bullying you earlier because of your red article. C. Get a refill on beer and go outside for a bit because this whole thing plus you know what, let's not delude ourselves.
take revenge.
D. Take revenge on the humans for persecuting your race. You have 10 minutes to decide what you will do. You get a refill on beer and read the online chat. You, well, if I die tonight this is my last chat log. You swear you can hear a melodic scream of agony from a million female voices. Hugrin, Bertrand, the humans are weaklings, but they are many and becoming more united every day, while we fight each other over petty ideals. D. Take revenge on the humans for persecuting your race. You open the front door and find a barely alive messenger. Sir, I'm glad I found you, he says. But his head is lying next to him, obviously torn off. You see large claw marks in the doors and walls of other houses nearby. A deer carcass lies in the road with another lying farther away, as if something was attacking it and dragged it into the woods. You hear a roar from those woods soon afterward. You take revenge on the humans for persecuting your race. You quickly whack the head and put it in a bag. You tear a board off a nearby fence, snap it in two, and tie a piece of rope to each end. You attempt to jam one of the pieces into the mouth of a hibernating bear. It awakens and lumbers out of its cave. Seeing the dangling bait and apparently enraged by the smell of Cupid, but it charges forward and swallows the meat hook. You wrap up the revenge and finish this quest. You thank the gods that you had such a kind mother, because she sewed these together before you were born. You strike out to find them.
Okay, so this is me.
You search for Santa's crashed sleigh. The wind is blowing snow in your face. It is so cold that you think your face may freeze off, but then it warms up to freezing again, which is worse. After wrapping your face in cloth and other objects, the aching pain abates somewhat. The snow flurry dies down briefly and you notice an abnormally large red object on top of a mountain peak. You mark the current quests as completed. You mark this quest as completed. The sun has finally set and your goose is truly cooked now. There is now a total lack of movement from the mountain villages nearby. It appears that Pickle PD's rude interruption has prevented you from your just rewards once again.
Grab pickle PD by the pickle. Say, give me just fucking rewards.
You grab Pickle PD by the pickle and say, give me my just fucking rewards. Pickle PD gives you a blank golden trophy, which is probably very valuable. 5 says on the base of the statue. You scream at the top of your cat lungs. Spy. Too bad you ain't it got stat. Everyone tells you to stop screaming at the edge of the maps, so you do. This causes you to be severely mentally damaged. You start hailing hallucinations. You hop around, screaming randomly in some dingy corner of your room for hours on end, often falling to the floor in convulsions and getting back up until all strength has fled. You stress dose catnip for days. Cats don't need to sleep or eat. They can go weeks without their fur being combed and they'll still be fine. Combine this fact with unlimited physical activity and you'll quickly realize you are happy all of the time. You sustain that happiness for 10 days. The eternal internal combustion feline furnaces that are your organs quickly wear down without a constant stream of external stimulus. Soon you are no longer happy. Your family finds you on the floor surrounded by vomit and feces, eagerly kissing the cold, expressionless face of death. You were too young to die. You from your grave, take revenge on the humans for persecuting your race. You, along with the rest of you brethren, slowly grasp at metal bars that hold you in a wooden cage. You pull on them until your hands break free, bar links falling out of your wrists. The human guards have stopped calling out to each other. You all pause for a few seconds to listen to the silence. You don't have any more time to waste because that silence won't last long. You need to choose what will come with you and what will stay. You take with you a CD containing the single Black Sabbath's The Mob Rules. Cada may be cold, but it's nothing compared to the cold reverberations of oppressive demon rule. Snatching up the mob rules, you pop it into your mouth and swallow. Intestinal tract acids slowly eat away at the jewel case. It looks like snow, but it tastes like, well, shit. You're better off eating the flesh of the enemy than you are their garbage. You, and that is the perfect revenge against the humans who persecuted your race. Congratulations.
God damn it.
You swallow and the delicious taste of your surroundings is at last revealed in all its glory. Just